What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. Of course, it is Thursday, the 6th of January 2022, and of course, I'm coming at you with yet another video today talking about, of course, the upcoming game this coming Saturday at St James's Park, which, of course, will be the first scheduled game of 2022. We should have took on Southampton, of course, down at St Mary's on the 2nd, but unfortunately that game was postponed, just like the game against Everton at the end of December there. So this will be, of course, the official first game of 2022 for Newcastle as we take on League One opposition in Cambridge United. Now, Cambridge United have never won at St James's Park. The last time they played with St James's Park, of course, was 92-93. And of course, that was the match where Newcastle ended up winning 4-1 in the game. David Kelly grabbed a hat-trick in the game. Gavin Peacock grabbed the other in the game. And of course, Steve Coleridge scored for, of course, Cambridge in the game. It's seen, of course, Newcastle doing the double en route to, of course, gaining a promotion to the Premiership, of course, the Premier League as it is known today. Looking at, of course, the results against them at their ground, of course, 92-93 we won 3-0. At theirs, 91-92 we won 2-0 at theirs. And of course, we had a bad patch against them from 1980 all the way up to 1984, where, of course, 1981-82 was a 1-0 loss, 82-83 was a 1-0 loss, 83-84 was a 1-0 loss, and of course the previous season of the 81-82 season, of course 1980-81 season, was a 2-1 loss. Of course, looking at it, you know, this has Newcastle win written all over it. The referee for the game should have been Tony Harrington, of course, from Hartlepool, but for some reason it has been changed, and it is now Michael Salisbury, the Preston-based whistler, in, of course, his first season as a select group referee, and this will be, of course, his debut competitive game involving Newcastle. Of course, he has took charge of 2 Newcastle games in the past. However, he was in charge of a 2-1 friendly loss against Preston back in July of 2019, awarding 3 penalties, 2 in favour, of course, of Preston North End. Salisbury also made his St James's Park bow in August of 2021, of course, overseeing Newcastle's 3-0 friendly victory over, of course, none other than Norwich City as well. Like I say, he is replacing Tony Harrington, who would have been officiating the game. Of course, the referee from Hartlepool. On 4, it should have been Simon Hooper, and it has been replaced. And of course, it is none other than a usual fixture and a usual person around the 4 scene for Newcastle's games, and it is Peter Banks. Yes, it's Peter Banks once again. He never seems to escape Newcastle's 4 scene or officiating in Newcastle's games. He's always there, and he's there once again, this time on 4. Of course, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. It's a non-televised game as well. So, you know, if you don't have a ticket for the game, then you're going to miss out because it's an absolute sellout at St James's Park. You know, Cambridge have sold their majority of their 5,000 allocation. And of course, like I say, it's a sellout. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic game. And I'm glad to see, you know, that I am going to be attending it with my family. This will be, of course, the first game that me and my family have been at since the new owners have come in. And of course, it will be the first time we've attended St James's Park without the horrible red and blue signs being up. Of course, you know, I am lucky enough to be old enough to have seen St James's Park without them signs up. But, you know, it's going to be amazing to go back into St James's Park under the new owners, hearing that amazing atmosphere which has always been a mainstay at St James's, and of course, you know, going back in and seeing the stadium without the horrible red and blue signage up. It's going to be really, really good atmosphere. and I can't wait to go in. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. If anybody does want to say hello, I will be sitting in the bar 1892 section of the Millburn stand. You can come up and say hello. I don't bite at the end of the day, and like I say, this has got win written all over for Newcastle. You'd expect we'd have definitely come away from this one and progress through into the fourth round of the Cup. At the end of the day, we're up against a League One side. That's in no way, to be disrespectful to Cambridge United. We have to be respectful to teams. You can't just think immediately that we're going to go in and win these games. But, when it's a League One side up against a Premier League side, even if we are a Premier League side that at this moment in time isn't having the greatest of luck in results in the league, and we currently sit at 19th in the league. At the end of the day, we're still going up against a League One side here at St James's Park, and we're going to be putting in a really good performance, hopefully, against this Cambridge United team, and hopefully we can come away from this one with all, the building of confidence moving forward, and hopefully we'll see a couple of signings as well playing the game, especially Kieran Trippier, who will be announced, which of course leads us on to the fact that there is the Kieran Trippier video out on the channel. You can go check that out. Of course, it will be there on the channel, so you can go check that video out. And if you can, please hit a like on this video. If you did like it, also hit that barcode and scan that barcode up here to subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second to do, and of course when you scan it, it does take you immediately to the page to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, which will of course help build the channel if you do subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Also, I want to say, rest in peace, and my thoughts are with, of course, Dave Harrison and his family as well at this moment in time. Of course, with the passing of Dave Harrison, I didn't know him personally, but I feel as though I know him, in the fact that, he's touched a lot of lives in the northeast of England. He's touched a lot of lives with the food bank, and his commitment and effort and work with the food bank, and what he's done for the Newcastle fan base as well. So my thoughts do go out to Dave Harrison's family. Rest in peace, and I hope his family can stay strong and have some sort of comfort in the fact that their father, grandfather, touched so many lives, and as a touch of respect, I do want to end this video off with Junior Turner's Banks of the River Tyne, as of course it was Dave Harrison's favourite song, and of course I'm sure you'll appreciate of course paying respects to Dave Harrison. Till next time, I'll see you all later, and here's Banks of the River Tyne.
Newcastle's where I come from, and it's in the heart of me. The Geordie's what I am, and that I'm proud to be. When you look back at our history, it just fills your heart with pride. From the coal mines and the shipyards to the bridges on the Tyne. No matter where life takes us, wherever we may roam, it can never change us, 'cause the northeast's always home. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call mine. It's a place I love best, 'cause it's better than the rest. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. There's lights that burn so brightly, in the northeast sky they shine, from the place that Geordies worship, where legends wear number 9. You can travel right round the world, even meet the Pope in Rome, but nothing beats the feeling of when you come back here to home. No matter how life changes, we'll never be far apart. The northeast always home, and it's always in your heart. Take me home to the banks of the River Tyne. Take me home to the place that I call